Every event you run on Gecko has the ability to track guests. That is, coming into the event, going to edit, attendee options, and toggling allow guests to one. Here you can tell Gecko how many attendees, how many guests attendees are able to bring with them. And once you've saved this, when a student goes to book onto the event, they'll have the option to book that many guests. Once they've registered, students can modify or change or view their guest count at any time. Here's a student RSVP page for somebody who's already signed up. We can see they're registered and they're bringing one guest, and in the Manage Guest section, they can change this super easily. From your perspective, when we look at the overall events, if guests are enabled, you'll be able to track and see not only how many students we're expecting on campus, so in this instance there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students who are registered, but how many guests and people total we're expecting to come along. You can easily toggle between the view of showing students and guests and excluding those guests and only showing the students, and this applies on a session level too. Now, a really important distinction to note with guests is that if you are running a maximum number of attendees, we do always count guests towards that maximum attendance. Our rationale is if you set a maximum number of attendees as 30, say, that's the capacity the room can hold. So it doesn't matter whether that's 30 students or 30 students and guests, that's the maximum. So do note that if you are using wait lists or maximum attendees in sessions or anywhere else, that will come into play. Now, as an administrator, there might be instances where you want to edit the guest count for a student, and that can be really easily done. Again, on the overview screen, if you choose to edit a booking of an individual student, you're going to have the option to change that, as well as being able to click through to the RSVP page and doing it there. Furthermore, if you're scanning students' tickets or manually marking them in on the Visit app, you have the ability to change that guest count then and there. For instance, we could click into a student, we can see we're expecting them to bring one, but if they try to pull a fast one and they actually bring 2 people, we can go down and edit that guest count so that a true reflection on the number of guests that they're bringing.